3D printing techniques have been featured in movies such as Iron Man and the Avengers. It's been around for a long time, but movie production is not the most important thing 3D printing does for us. Mila Gonzalez was a 4-year-old girl when surgeons at the Nicholas Children's Hospital in Miami found a cardiovascular issue in her still developing heart. Surgeons thought an operation like this was too risky to handle, and open heart surgery on a 4-year-old made her mother, Mrs. Gonzalez, very worried. Earlier that year, the hospital received a new technology that makes exact replicas of organs that doctors can use to plan surgery and even do practice operations. This groundbreaking technology is called 3D organ printing. Unfortunately, I don't have one with me today. A truly revolutionary advancement in the medical world. Dr. Albert Chi, a surgeon at the Johns Hopkins Hospital and an expert in prosthetic devices, was talking to a group of parents whose children suffered from medical defects and said, "Organ and limb printing is the future of medicine, and we as a medical community are extremely excited to show you and the public to what comes next." Also, Alexandra Pondo, a respected economic from Harvard Business School, that writes the economic advantages knowing that the average kidney transplant ranges from $250,000 to $350,000. The 3D printing equipment costs an average $10,000. Therefore, both the medical and business community are excited to see what opportunities and medical help will be given to people around the world. So today, I will be explaining when 3D organs and limbs printing starts, how it works, and advantages and qualities, and also the speed of it. So my main point, 3D printing with cells was first introduced in 2003 when Thomas Boland of Clemson University patented the use of inkjet printing for cells. This process modified the spotting system for makeup of cells into organized 3D surfaces. Since Boland's initial findings, the 3D printing of biological structures has further developed to produce tissues and organ structures. Organ printing is a potential solution for the global shortage of organ donors. Organs that have been successfully printed and implemented in a clinical setting are either flat, such as skin, vascular, such as blood vessels, or hollow, such as the bladder. When artificial organs are prepared for transplantation, they are often produced with the recipient's own cells. More complex, organs such as the heart, kidney, and liver are undergoing research. It is not clear exactly when these will be available to the public. Yet in 2016, Taylor Crunch, CEO of company Orgavana, we have produced the liver using bioprint that is not suitable for transplantation. We use it for practicing surgeons so that they can be more precise when operating on patients. Now that I've talked about when bioprinting was founded and mentioned what stage we are at right now in making this a mainstream practice, I can now talk about how bioprinting works. Anthony Atala, a pediatric surgeon and director of Wake Forest Institute for Renewable Medicine in North Carolina, has been practicing bioprinting since the 1990s and has successfully treated countless patients since he first began. Atala explains there are 3 steps in producing tissues and organs from bioprinting. It includes 3D imaging, bioink preparation, and finally solidification. Each step has its own process. First, 3D imaging consists of getting the exact dimensions of the tissue. A standard CT or MRI scan is used. Then, 3D imagery should be provided a perfect fit of the tissue with little or no adjustment required on the part of the surgeon. Next, bioink is combined with the living cells and the compatible base, like collagen or gelatin. This later provides cells with the scaffolding to grow on and nutriment to survive on. And finally, solidification. Deposits take place. The layer starts at the sticky liquid and solidifies to hold its shape. This happens as more layers are continuously deposited. The process of blending and solidification is known as cross-linking and may be aided by UV light, specific chemicals, or heat. Now that I have showed you how the process of bioprinting works, I will show you evidence from the trusted doctors and economists that this medical advancement will higher the quality of transplanted organs, will definitely speed up the waiting process for patients waiting for donors, and will be much more cost-friendly to consumers. Melissa Page, a biosurgeon at the Vienna University of Technology, has years of experience bioprinting and writes, highly resolution bioprinting processes have been developed. Cells can now be embedded in a 3D matrix printed with a micrometer precision at a printing speed of 1 meter per second, which is much faster than previously possible. Not only will this process be quicker for patients and to avoid donor lines, bioprinting also improves the quality of previous methods of handmade organs 10 to 20 years ago. According to Dr. Anthony Atala, which explained the process of bioprinting, he also writes that because of precision of these new technologies, when we began printing, the accuracy prevents human error, which is the result in much of higher quality organs or tissues. And lastly, pricing. When these techniques of mass printing become available to the public in large numbers, it will be open up many companies to want to get into these businesses, which also allow for competition to take place. Just as you look for the cheapest good option for a good, once these practices become mainstream, consumers will find the cheapest option and set a fair market value. In conclusion, now that we have talked about the history of bioprinting, the process of how it works, and the benefits of 3D printing, we should hope for further advancement of these techniques and that it becomes mainstream. And my concluding remarks, the organ donor list is only increasing each day, and bioprinting is not all the way there to give all who want organs. The current situation is continuing to get better and better every day. Bioprinting is advancing and making it easier and quicker to get organs and tissues. Therefore, medical professionals should continue to research and develop bioprinting because it will save lives and one day be much more affordable. Thank you, Professor. Hope you have a good break, and I'll see you on my next, argumentative speech. Thank you, Professor.